Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो तारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you, even zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy. श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. अरण्यो निहितो जातवेदा गर्भ इव सुब्रुतो गर्भिणीभिः दिवे दिवे ईड्यः जाग्रद्वद्भिः हविष्वद्भिः मनुष्येभिः अग्निः एतद्वै तत्. How much we are intensely without tension involved on the spiritual path is the theme of this mantra. We have to be intensely involved in the spiritual path without any tension. Tension is in the mind. If a small room, in that room, if there is agarbatti burning, the whole room will have the fragrance. If there is some rat dead and rotting, the whole room will have bad smell. But in the total space, let the whole world rot, no impact. Similarly, when we are involved in finite, there will be tension. And anything which is not normal becomes a burden for us. Like we have got all the limbs normal. But if there is a pain somewhere, it is not normal, it is a problem. Therefore, spiritual life is intensity without tension. Looks contradictions, but it is not. If I ask you to concentrate on something, you have to utilize your faculties. If it is a color and form, you have to focus your eyes on that. If it is a sound, you have to focus. You see, therefore, many people, when they listen to music, they close their eyes. They are intensely listening, but with tension. And what is the tension? If some disturbance comes, they get disturbed. Don't you understand? I am listening to music. Don't make any noise. Exactly the same way. Arण्yo nihito jata vedaha. In the churning of the wooden rod is hidden the fire. Yesterday I gave you the explanation for this. Two cups of wood are joined by a rod, wooden rod, and when it is churned because of the friction, there will be heat, and in that heat, if we put some dry twigs or cotton, it will ultimately gather fire. So where from the fire has come? It was hidden, not seen, not experienced, unless it is manifested. And for that, we have to go step by step. Similarly, Garbhadibihi Garbha Iva Subhrutaha. The mother carrying the baby in her womb, how much care she has to take care. She is not intense, she is careful. Exactly the same. And this is not only one day. Every time you invoke fire, no, it is not a compromise. Every time. It is something like the other day it happened. One of my friends, Swamiji, don't worry, I am driving for last 30, 40 years. So, whenever you take things for granted, you are bound to end up in a mess. If you are climbing, this Girinar, if you have gone there, the place of Bhagwan Dattatreya, keep on climbing step by step. There are 10,000 steps. Anyway, now I have already completed 9,900. Only little bit is remaining. And only one step I missed. Is there enough for you to go down? You cannot take things for granted on the spiritual path. We have to be alert, committed, 100% every moment. Like the invocation of the fire or carrying the baby in the womb. And Jagradvadbihi, Avishvadbihi. So we have to remain awake. The other day somebody asked me, Swamiji, doing japa is more fruitful or offering the fire, the oblation in the fire is more fruitful. I said, what you are doing is right. He said, no. You tell me what is right. I said, I will not tell you what is right or what is wrong. Learn. You decide. See, wise men never make decision for others. Other wise men make decision even for God. God should not have created like this. So, I said, when you are doing japa, you are not involved. It becomes a mechanical expression. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. But when you are offering oblations in the fire, you can't, oh God, you will get burnt. You have to be 100% alert. The quality of the mind of a seeker should have three aspects: quiet, alert, and vigilant. Quiet means not reacting. Alert means not dull. Why? Mind is so quiet. No, that doesn't mean. It is the tamoguni quietness, alert. You are aware about all that is happening around. And the most important, vigilant. When we come in contact with the world, are we precipitating impressions on our mind or not? Mind is quiet, alert, and interaction with the world does not create any impressions on our mind. That mind will be like the mirror, reflects everything, rejects nothing, and retains nothing. Our mind is retaining the past. When we were children, who asked you? These are so simple things. And this has to be continuously. Every moment we have to live this knowledge. Then etadvaita, this is that. Therefore, you will see, for the gross things, you will get big, big crowds. Meditation, crash course in meditation. See? Meditation for CEOs, meditation for the politicians, meditation for the judges, meaning meditation for corrupt people. So, they will meditate how to give more corruption. It is said, when the people of a country are corrupt, country is bad. When the government of the country is corrupt, it's very, very bad. When the judiciary of a country is corrupt, that country is destroyed. Example, 100 में 90 बेईमान फिर भी मेरा भारत महान. Friends, we have to go slowly, step by step, step by step. When we are thus able to live in our day-to-day moment, etadvaita, this is that. Pratyabhijnayate means we have to recognize this. We have to do nothing. Recognize. Yadaschodeti suryaha astam yatra cha gacchati tam deva sarve arpitaha tadunatyeti kaschana etadvaitada. Yatascha udeti suryaha astam yatra cha gacchati. See? When is the sunrise? Many people go to the hill stations to see the sunset. Who will see sunrises also? I think it is only a poetic description. Because this Murkha, he is a Surya Vamshi. See? Unless the sun rises, they don't get out of the bed. See? Yatascha udeti suryaha. See? Where from the sun begins? When you are awake. See? And astam yatra gacchati, meaning all the experiences are validated only by I. Something is, I know. Something is not, I know. Therefore, I am beyond is and is not. Tam deva sarve arpitaha. Deva, Jyotana Devaha, all our faculties are called as Deva at the individual level. See, our Vedic mantras have got three meanings. Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik and Adhyatmik. For example, the sun ball hanging in the space is the Adi Bhautik, gross sun. That sun because of whom the Karna was born is the Adi Daivik sun. And that because of which we have vision in our eyes is the Adhyatmik sun. See? So, for example, colors and forms, they are not seen or experienced or enjoyed by the eyes. Eyes simply collect the colors and forms and offer it to somebody. Like a spoon we take. The spoon is not eating, it's only a carrier. In the same manner, all the experiences of our life, which are the experiences? all the experience of complementary opposites, joy, sorrows, light, darkness, gain, loss, friend, enemy. This is all offered to someone. See, so that which is the very substratum, yatascha deva sarve arpitaha. So all the faculties are, the eyes are not seeing for themselves, ears are not hearing for themselves, the nose is not smelling for itself. They are working for someone. See? Therefore, in yoga and all other psychological gimmicks, they talk about concentration. Do not get lost in that concentration. You concentrate on something other than yourself. About yourself, you are aware. Awareness is effortless. Concentration is you are struggling to understand, to see, to hear. In being, there are no efforts. See? Tam deva sarve arpitataho tadu natyeti kaschana. This reality can never be known by all the faculties. Eyes can see colors and forms, but the truth is without color, without form. The ears can hear sounds, the truth is beyond the sound and the silence. The mind can experience joy and sorrows, the truth is beyond joy and sorrows. Intellect can function in the conceptual field, the truth is not a concept. And therefore, that experience which does not involve the operation of any known means of knowledge, etadvaitat, this is that. Because the truth has no shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha, none of the qualities. The truth doesn't have joy, sorrows. It is neither a concept, good or bad. And what we talk? Our language is with a reference to something. The truth is beyond all known aspects of knowledge. See? Tam deva sarve arpitat tadu natyeti kaschana etadvaitat. Therefore, these two sentences, remember again and again. Nirvishesha satta, non-specific existence. We are all specific. I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am beautiful, I am awful, I am married, I am worried. Specific. In being, no specificity. We don't have to do anything. I tell you, a real spiritual seeker is the laziest of the world. Why? Na kuch pana, na kuch khona, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Relax. See, etadvaitat, that which supports all the presence and absence is beyond the presence and absence. No language can comprehend the truth. See, yan manasana manute yena ahur manomatam tadeva brahmatvam viddhi nedam yadidam upasate. That which cannot be known by the mind, but that because of which the mind is able to know, that is the reality. That reality know, that reality you are in this way know. Nedam yadidam upasate. This ghanti baja dinda is not there. See? Our eyes can see everything. They cannot see themselves. In the same manner, we cannot know ourselves. Because we are knowledge. We cannot experience ourselves because we are experience. And therefore, another way I told you a number of times, experience without experiencer. Knowledge without knower. Joy without enjoyer. Being without becoming. We are addicted to becoming. See? Yadeveha tadamutra yadamutra tadanviha mrityoho sa mrityumapnoti yah iya naneva pashyati. See? Yad eva iha atra amutra tat. What is here as the knower and what is there as the known is one and the same reality. So be very attentive. These examples I have given you a number of times. Our error is, in our knowledge, error is that we consider ourselves to be inside the body. Unless this error is corrected, you may do anything. It will be a mere wastage of your life. See? And this can be discovered only by a proper analysis of your own experiences. See? Now this example is so simple. Outside space, in the hall also the space. Because we give importance to the walls of the hall, we have this language inside the hall, outside the hall. If you remove the walls, where is inside, where is outside? Then what is the truth? The space is not in the hall is in the space. External air, internal air. These two are disconnected. Do kumbhak. Life is not possible. Therefore, the prana is not inside the body. The body is in the prana. Similarly, the object which is included in the mind, that object only is known. And where the object is known, like this bottle, is an object included in the mind. But where the knowledge is happening, in the bottle or in me? So the mind is including the external objects and the internal knower. Therefore, the body is in the mind, mind is not in the body. See, friends, the body is in the mind. Therefore, body is never disturbed. It is the mind that is disturbed. Therefore, that which is here and it is there, they are one and the same. They are not different. Yad eva iha tad amutra. Yad amutra tadanviha. Meaning, the knower known, experiencer experienced, division is valid only on account of our body identification. Now we are space-wise in Mumbai, not in Pune. Time-wise, we are in 2024 September, not 1950 October. See? Now we are as Indians, not Bangladeshi. Now we are either married or happy. There are two types of people in this world, those who are married and those who are happy. You will never come across a happy married person. It's an impossible entertainment combination. But when we are in deep sleep, snoring away, where are we? When are we? What are we? None. But we continue to be. Therefore, everything is in me. I am not in anything. Hey. We think that we are seeing and experiencing this world, but it is not true. What we are experiencing is only images. And the quality of the image will depend on the reflecting media. If the waters are turbid and you look into that, the reflection will not be very clean, it will be very dull. If that water is turbid plus moving, it will be very dull and shaky. But if the waters are clean, neat, steady, reflection will be as it is. The whole world is experienced by us, not by the eyes, but by the mind. If the mind is biased, turbid, we will never try to understand anybody. We will always misunderstand. Because the mind is dirty. Then the mind is agitated. We will never function cool way. We will be reacting all the time. But if the mind is at peace, then we will understand this. What? We don't see the world. We are experiencing only the images of the world. But behind the image, there is a substratum. If there is no mirror, there cannot be an image. In the same manner, the substratum etad vaitat. This is what our essential nature is. So mrityoho samrityum apnoti yaha naneva pashyati. Instead of recognizing this one reality in both the places, subject object, they are superimposed. But those who take this I versus you as real, mrityoho mrityum apnoti yaha naneva pashyati. He who is, be attentive, he who is talking differences, he who is arguing in favor of the differences, he who is supporting the differences, he who is establishing the differences, he is functioning in the field of death. Discover the common denominator. Body-wise, we are different. Liking, disliking wise, we are different. Education wise, we are different. Experiences wise, we are different. But life wise, we are all one. If we have to come to the life principle, what we have to do? Drop the objects, drop the sense organs, drop the mind, drop the I. What we do in deep sleep. In deep sleep, there is no I, but the life is there. Living at the life level and playing the game of life is spiritual practice. Ya iha naneva pashyati. Seeing the differences doesn't require any intellect. Any dumb fellow can tell. This example I had given in some of my talks. In a children's camp, I was talking to them on this. Try to see the common thing. Even this is required for the oldies also. Okay? So I was asking them, hey, we'll play some game. I'll ask you questions and only that student will reply to whom I ask. So question is, what are the differences among all of us? So one story, you tell, what will be the simple thing? Some are girls, some are boys, differences, very good. You tell, some are tall, some are short. Third one, some are fat, some are thin. Fourth one, some are white, some are black. Fifth one, there is no end to see the differences. I said, enough. Now tell, what is the common factor among all of us? Point. But there was one student whom I explained. See, totally indifferent, but not bored. So I said, hey, you are not telling something. You tell. What is the common factor? He said, we are all suffering because of you. See? We are all because we are alive. We are not here because we are a man, woman, young, old, married, unmarried. No. We are here because we are alive. See, friends, the more you go away from yourself, you end up in differences. Life, common, and expression, mind. The moment mind is created, likes, dislikes. Mind expresses as sense organs. Then eyes cannot hear, the nose cannot talk. Differences. Then eyes, they don't remain there. They create differences. Red is not yellow, yellow is not green, green is not purple. Yaha iha nana iva pashyati. We are lost in seeing, arguing, and establishing the differences. Why not find out some excuse to discover oneness? See, friends, when we go for our heart operation, so what do we ask? How is the doctor? How many operations he has done? How many people he has killed? Do we ask, is that cardiologist, is he Bharadwaj Gotra? Because I am from the Bharadwaj Gotra? No. See, friends, spiritual life has to be lived 24/7. Otherwise, suffer. Mrityoho mrityum apnoti. He is going from death to death. See? How many things are going to change in life? If you are happy here, if you are happy now, if you are happy in this situation, even God cannot make you miserable. If you take this simple rule, be happy only today. Tomorrow become miserable. Today be happy. Then you will come to know tomorrow never comes. How many days in a year? 365? No. Only one day. Who knows tomorrow we are here or not? The other day I was seeing some nice, performance. And it was so nice. Suddenly somebody came and Swamiji, namaskar. I said, yeah, stop that. So I had to stop the thing and now talk. So like whenever I wanted, I switched off. In the same manner, when Kanhaiyalalji was switch off. Katam. And yet, we don't understand and realize. Therefore, manasa eva idam avaptavyam neha nanasti kinchana mrityoho sa mrityum gacchati yahiya naneva pashyati. Manasa eva idam avaptavyam neha nanasti kinchana. This we have to be convinced by our own mind. Na nana asti kinchana. Don't see the differences. The spiritual path is Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Prana bandhanat liyate manaha ekachintanat nashavedyata. When you do pranayama or whatever, for a time being your mind will remain cool. But again it will bounce back with vengeance. Therefore you will see tapasvis and yogis, they have got very great anger. Because they are dealing with their mind in an abnormal way. So the mind comes out. Therefore, those who are all the time calm, quiet, silent, very dangerous people. Those who burst open, they are pure-hearted. Keeping everything, keep on piling up, collecting. And one day, it burst open. See, friends, Dhurta Lakshanam. See, friends. Therefore, Manasai idam avaptavyam nehana anasti kinchana. You have to educate your mind. Don't talk of differences. And they, na iha nanasti, we are all one. Left hand is not right hand, hands are not legs, legs are not the stomach is not the head. They are different. But do we have that attitude? Hey, leg, no. Now tell me, what do we have to do to know that there is one reality functioning in and through? The leg doesn't say I am a leg. The tongue doesn't say I am a tongue. Everything is happening. Manasai idam avaptavyam. All the spiritual practice is work on the mind. And working on the mind is use the mind to go beyond the mind. Like, these athletes, they have that pole vault jump. They take a big pole, run, fix it in the soil. With the help of that, they go up. Normally, they cannot go more than 3 feet, 4 feet. With that, they can go 3-4 meters. And after going up, throw that. And you have crossed the border. Exactly the same way. Use the mind to transcend the mind. In our scriptures, these points are so subtly presented. The truth is beyond cause and effect. Karya Karan Mithya. There is no logic behind Karya Karan. And all intellectuals are buried under cause and effect. Karya Karan. Cause and effect are illusions. Nobody has ever seen the electron, proton, neutron. Nobody has seen Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna, Tamo Guna. Then they are inferred. So what is the world? World is the matter, inert. World is activity. The world is knowledge. These are the 3 aspects of which the world is made. So then we ask a question. When we see a child, what is the first thing we ask? Hey, what is your name? Who is your father? Because he is an effect. So when we look at the world, 3 factors: matter, dynamism, knowledge. Then the question, what is the cause of matter? Oh, tamoguna. Aha. What is the cause of the activity? Rajoguna. Aha. What is the cause of the knowledge? Sattvaguna. And then that garbage happens in the head. You know what is that garbage? These are professional satsangi I am talking about. In Rishikesh it happened. One lady came to meet me, Namaskar Chamatkar. So, I like playing fool with the people. Time pass ho jata hai. So I asked, I said, Amma, you have come alone? Your best half has not come? Swamiji, what to tell? My husband is Tamoguni. My son, Rajoguni. What about you? I am Sattva-guni. Are bewakoof. And we get so much buried in that. Therefore, recognize this. One father was scolding the son. I gave you birth and you behave like this with me, your father? Now, that child was not born, he was downloaded. Today, children are not born, they are downloaded. And they are given a identity and a password. So the child said, Dad, enough is enough. Who told you gave me birth? I gave you birth. Unless I was born, who will call you father? Now the father is because of the son, or the son is because of the father. In short, real spiritual practice is go beyond cause and effect. Tu, my. But you said like, Ram. And you know the best part? Both are intelligent. No, both are intellectuals. In simple language, both are bewakoof. हाँ, अब समझ में आ गए. See friends, मनसा एव इदम अवाप्तव्यम नेह नानास्ति किंचन. The multiplicity is not real. Analyze your own experiences and learn. And those who yahiyananeva pashyati, those who talk of differences, then mrityoho sa mrityum gacchati. He is constantly dying, he is not living. See? We celebrate birthday. What is a birthday? Birthday is the recognition of how many few days are remaining. So many days have gone. The reminder. See? Therefore, mrityoho samrityam gacchati yahiyananeva pashyati. Don't talk of differences. After having said this, now the teacher brings us back. अंगुष्टमात्र पुरुषः मध्ये आत्मनि तिष्ठति ईशानो भूत भव्यस्य ततो न विजुगुप्सते एतद्वै तद. Now the divinity that we are, because we are conditioned by the time, space and object, therefore the scriptures give us some support. Angushtamatra Purushaha. See, if you take your palm and put your thumb in this and close, this is the size of the human heart. And it is not a solid structure inside this space. See? Upper chamber, lower chamber. So, Angushtamatra Purushaha and Madhye Atmani Tishtati. So, in the center. So, don't have to do this and all kinds of gimmicks. Relax. Mind runs in time, space and object. Fix the mind to begin with in a place. Don't go here. And then you get headache. Relax, eyes are open, and your complete attention is in the center of your being. It is here the truth begins at a relative level. Therefore, when we want to tell somebody, I am telling you, do we say, I am telling you? I am telling you. We all unknowingly know I am here. And here also we use this finger. I am telling you. You don't say, I'll scold you. ठीक है होके आओ. So, Angushta Matra Purushaha Madhya Atmantisaji and Ishano Bhuta Bhavyasya. The first space, Deshataha. Ishano Bhuta Bhavyasya. And he, the source of the past and the future. Be attentive. If you stop getting influenced by your past, and if you stop worrying about your future, you have reached your destination. Because we have transcended the movement. Samsara is defined, samsarati iti samsaraha. That which is a constant chain of changes. That which doesn't change is the truth. Childhood has come and gone, teenage come and gone, friends have come and gone, health come and gone, but we are the same. Our attention is on the changing. Remain aware of the changeless. Therefore, old people have that funny notion. But I don't feel I am old. You cannot. Because mind doesn't grow old. The time is the baby of the mind. When we are in deep sleep, mind is enfolded, kept below the pillow. Then, how many hours we are sleeping, we do not know. But in the daytime, sequence is established. Our lecture started at 6:30. Then it will be over at 7:30. That means, oh, for 1 hour, time is created. In sleep, we go to sleep. Thereafter, nothing. And then we wake up. Oh God, it is 10 o'clock. That means I was sleeping for 10 hours. No, 10 days. You are in ICU. Time is not born if sequences are not established. Therefore, just be cool. No comment, no achievement, no failure, no judgment, no description, no suggestion. When the mind stops, it stops talking to itself. Movement of the mind is in the form of speech. If you stop talking to yourself, mind merges in consciousness. At this moment, etad vaitad, this is that. Ishano bhuta bhavyasya na tato vijugupsate. Vijugupsate means thereafter he doesn't hate anything or anybody in this world. Friends, remember, this also I told you number of times. Many people have got funny things about everything, but I am telling you very clearly. Once I went to Shirdi Baba's darshan and did namaskar in every fracture of moment, and did namaskar. They gave me one coconut, did namaskar, chandan, and went out. So there was one kamandalu with me. Swamiji, you don't stay there for long. We are pushed by the police and you can get any time you can stay there. I said, no, that is enough. Why? Other people do long namaskar because the list is long. Do this, do this, do this, and do this. They get up. Sorry, forgot. What about you? I say, I ask whatever I want, I got it over. Then I will ask the same thing. I said, provided you will practice in life. Are you ready? Yes. I said, don't swear by me. I doubt you. Then I said, I have asked, O Lord, let there be no hatred, bitterness, vengeance, grina for anybody, anytime, even in the dream, even once, even for fun in my heart. That is the abode of the divine. Then, thought free mind is consciousness. Ishano bhuta bhavyasya. We are not the slave of time, past or future. Ishanaha. Therefore, remain in the utter present and play the game of life as Karnataka. Ishano bhuta bhavyasya na tato vijagupsate. So how do we know what are the symptoms that we are on the right track? The first right symptom is we are having no hatred, bitterness towards anybody. You may not be able to see, it is something like, certain vegetables I don't eat. For example, one is that funny fruit, jackfruit. It is for Jack and Jill, not for me. So, because if I eat that, it gives me terrible trouble. Once only I ate because of somebody and I suffered for the whole night. So it doesn't suit my system. Therefore, I don't eat. But I don't hate it for others can eat it. So when I keep that object away, does it mean I have hatred for it? No. It doesn't suit me. In the same manner, it is not possible, it is not necessary that our frequency will match with everybody in this world. But that doesn't mean we should have hatred for anybody. And you know the funny part, suppose I hate somebody, that somebody doesn't know. Hatred is in my mind. And I don't like that fellow. And I become very disturbed because of him. And then he comes, Swamiji, how are you? Oh God, see, all the problems are in us, my friends. Problems are not outside. Therefore, Ishana Bhuta Bhavyasya. Don't get carried away by your past to such an extent that you destroy your present. Ishana Bhuta na tato vijagupsate etadvaitad. Therefore, like the vision has no like or dislike for any color and form. Ears have no like and dislike for any sound. Let it be a movie song or let it be a bhajan. Same ears. It is the same mind which carries all kinds of thoughts, good and bad. In the same manner, we support every experience, good and bad. So true. Waking, dream, deep sleep, come and go. We remain the same. So start from this level. And slowly, slowly, when you start migrating from the periphery of your personality to the center, then you come to know that there is none other than me. Mayi eva sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pratishtitam, mayi sarvam layam yati, tad brahmadvayam asmyaham. Everything begins from me, everything is existing in me, everything goes back to me. Like all the oceans are nothing but the water, all the waves are nothing but the ocean, and therefore reality is the water. Water doesn't get drowned in the ocean nor broken when the waves break. This is our essential nature. Then play the game of life. Great masters are neither in depression nor frustrated, only happy. And the happiness is not the laughing club happiness. Hey, 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 bewkoof. That is not happiness. Whole life they have never smiled. And then at the old age they come, it is too early for the next life. Ishana bhutavavasya na tato vijigupsate etadvaitat. Angushtamatra purushaha jyoti iva adhumakaha ishano bhuta bhavisya sa evadya saushvaha etadvaitad. So this Angushtamatra purushaha, the self that we are, why Angushtamatra? Because of this only the remaining four fingers become more productive. Try to avoid using this finger and try to write something, eat something, hold something. It's substratum. So, how it is Angushta? Jyoti iva adhumakaha. There is no smoke. Like Bunsen burner. No smoke. What is the smoke? I like and dislike. I am right, you are wrong. I am good, you are bad. There is a smoke. Jyoti iva adhumakaha. The smoke is coming from the foolishness supported in the mind. And he is what? This truth is what? Ishanaha bhuta bhavyasya. Our past and the future, they have existence with reference to the present. See? What is yesterday, what is tomorrow, is with reference to the present. If there is no present, there is no past, there is no future. And if there is only present, past, future has no meaning. Therefore, give this try. Wherever you are sitting, quiet, play that now at this moment, I am nobody. Don't do meditation. Play. What it is like being nobody. Then you will discover one day by your own self. Somebody has the past. Nobody has no past. And therefore, when we have past, we keep on talking about the past. And longer the past, stronger the ego. A small boy, 3, 4 years, 5 years, he does something wrong, you scold him and all that, he will cry for 2 minutes, again he will come and do the same mistake, forgotten. Because the ego is not very strong. But do the same thing to somebody, 40, 50, 60 years of age, then that burden, strong ego. Therefore, old people, they are only seeking attention. If they are happily, cheerfully living, nobody will bother. But therefore, क्या हो गया, क्या हो गया, अब क्या है, मर नहीं, बाकी मरो ना फिर. See, friends, don't seek attention from anybody. Be yourself. See, friends, Ishano Bhuta Bhavyasya. Therefore, play that you do not talk about your past, good or bad. Select, shift, delete. You are all computer experts. If you want to know what is the soul in the computer language, soul is electromagnetic pixel. Spelling PIG. CELL. Electromagnetic pixel. Hey friends, Ishano Bhuta Bhavyasya Sa Evadya Saushvaha. What is today, that alone is tomorrow. Meaning, past, present, and future has no impact on our being. We are the same. We cannot change. Things around us can change. When I was a child, I used to eat so much of rasgulla. But now, I'm old, I cannot eat. So you know both the things, isn't it? So you are the same. Recognize this etadvaitat. So that which is beyond the influence and scope of the time is the reality. Yathodakam durge vrishtam parvateshu vidhavati evam dharman prathan pashyan taneva anudhavati. Like these are so simple. Everywhere you can learn, my friends. The real spiritual practice is incessant process of learning from every single experience. We all know, being educated, how the rains happen. Because of the heat of the sun, the oceanic waters get evaporated, go up and precipitate. So what is the oceanic water? Salty. But when they get evaporated and the rains fall, are the rains salty? Then rain or the water has no taste. You add sugar, it becomes sweet. You add color, red, it becomes red. Exactly, we, the divine, have no special qualities. We are the commoner than the commonest. Like the vision has no color and no form, support all the color and form. In the same manner, I as a man support the son, the husband, the father, or brother, everyone. But in fact, I am none of them. Then who is miserable? These non-existing fools are miserable. Recognize, my friends, this truth. Yatha udakam durge vrishtam parvateshu vidhavati. So, when the rains fall on the mountains, that time they are pure and immaculate, clean, no any impurity. But when they fall on the mountains, depending upon what type of those mountains are, then all the things are gathered in that water, dissolved, and then the water gathers that taste. In the same manner, Paramatma expressing through the body, if the body is masculine, he is a male. The feminine is the female. But Paramatma has no gender, neither young nor old, neither a woman or a man. This non-specific, unqualified being is our essential nature. Evam dharman pratang pashyan tan eva anuvidhavati. Therefore, we all get carried away by the various kinds of impressions that we have gathered in our life. Essentially, we are clean and neat. The impact of the samashti falls on the veshti. Like if you go to UP, now whatever the person may be educated, if he has to say, um, now we will start, they cannot say sir without adding E. Start, Ispar, Ismail, therefore Istri, Garam, because Samashti. Same thing, you go to Bengal, the funny expressions of the Bengalis. Every Bengali will talk like that. Like if they have to say Atma, they cannot pronounce this conjunct consonant. They'll say Atta. Atta means now. Advaita. Advaita. Samashti influences the Veshti. In the same manner, we are immaculate divine. Because of association with the Prakriti, we get contaminated. The real spiritual practice is maintain your divinity. And it is for this purpose we have to work as a spiritual seeker. Yathodakam shuddhe shuddham asaktam ta drugeva bhavati evam mune vijanataha atma bhavati gautama. Yatha udakam shuddhe shuddham asiktam. If the clean pure waters are added to the clean pure waters, they continue to be pure in the same manner. Evam munehe vijanataha. The wise man who has known his essential nature is himself the divine. Therefore, being and knowing are not two. You cannot know without being, and you cannot be without knowing. What is spiritual practice? Start playing. Realize. What happened? These days you are not shouting at me. No, since I am realizing. Play. You can discover so many techniques on your own. But we become so serious. Therefore, when clean waters are added to the clean water, they continue to be clean. Exactly the same way. Here, satsanga is the clean waters. When you come here, don't come here as a husband, father, mother, brother, sister, wife, etc. Come as the seeker of the truth and merge in the truth. See, if husband and wife are there together, if I give some example, that the wives are so intelligent, dedicated, it is because of the wife only the beauty of the house is maintained. If I make this statement, if husband and wife are there, wife will take it. Arey Dumbo, this is the example, not you. Oh. See, friends, we have to learn this. Be the seeker of truth. Drop all the roles that you have to play. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. Do your role. But don't carry the burden of the role all the time on your head. Evam mune vijanataha atma bhavati gautama. With this, we have completed the second chapter, the first Valli. Tomorrow, God willing, we will take the second one. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.